All right, so we want to find the sum of this infinite series here. It's the sum as n equals 1 to infinity of 3 times negative 1 to the n power times 1/4 to the n power. Now, the way that is written, we can also write it like this here. Okay, it's still n equals 1 to infinity. I guess we can put the 3 like this, but we can also write it as negative 1/4 to the n power. Okay. The function of this negative 1 to the n power is just to show you that the series will actually alternate from positive to negative, right? Okay, or in this case, from negative to positive. Okay, we also tell that this is an infinite series where this common ratio, right? This ratio is less than 1, okay, or the absolute value of r is less than 1. So that means that each successive term, right, is going to be multiplied by negative 1/4. So what does that mean? It means that the terms in this series are actually getting smaller and smaller. Okay. The role of this 3 is just to sort of tell you or determine what the first term, I mean, this number could be anything, right? But in this case, it's 3, right? So this will help us find, okay, what the first term is, right? So as an infinite series, the sum is given by this formula. Notice I don't put a subscript of n here, right? Because this is an infinite series. The sum is a1, the first term, divided by 1 minus r. Okay? Now notice that r in this case, right? R in this case is going to equal negative 1/4, right? Each successive term is going to be multiplied by negative 1/4. Okay, so essentially each term is going to alternate signs from negative to positive. Okay, what is the first term in this sequence then? Well, the index starts at 1, so all we have to do is just plug a 1 in here. So 3 times negative 1/4 to the first power is just negative 3/4, right? So that is the first term in our sequence. Okay, so then the sum, well, before we do that, let's just do a2, right? So a2 then is going to be 3 times negative 1/4 to the second power, right? This is just 1 over 16, so we get positive 3 over 16. And then the third term is going to be 3 times negative 1/4 to the third power, right? So you notice that we're going to have a negative result here, right? Negative 3 over 64, right? And obviously we can keep going here, right? But remember, these terms are getting smaller and smaller, okay? So we can find the sum of this infinite series, okay? So we know what the first term is, okay? The first term was negative 3 over 4. We know that the ratio is negative 1/4, so we get 1 minus negative 1/4 here, okay? So we get what, negative 3 over 4 over, this becomes positive, right? 1 plus 1/4, which is 5 over 4, okay? So negative 3 over 4 divided by 5 over 4. Right? We don't divide by fractions. We multiply by the reciprocal. So we can do this one by hand without a calculator. Right? Notice in this case, what's our final answer here going to be? Our final answer is negative 3 over 5. Right? Think about what this means. Right? Remember, this is an infinite series. Okay? But if we add all the values of this infinite series together, right, all those numbers added together is just equal to negative 3 over 5.